You have to let her jump for a split second and then do dive kick. Yo, what's good, people? Today we're going to be talking about ELIZA's instant dive kick. So I'm learning HITBOX currently, and there is a video on ELIZA's dive kick, but it's not instant. It's more like which I still use, by the way. It's still really useful for like dash dive kicks. So you would do forward, up, and then quarter circle back. But in this video, I want to talk about how to do true instant dive kicks, which uses a buffer of quarter circle back, and then you let her jump for a little bit. This is a true instant dive kick. So it's better than doing this in terms of frames and speed. But the reason why you would use this one is to do dash dive kicks. And as you can see in the input, it's really important that you get clean quarter circle backs, so like this. And I appreciate that it can be really difficult, especially if you're learning HITBOX like myself. My ring finger is quite weak in terms of, you know, inputting certain motions. I find that backdashing is hard, so I use the SOCD method because it's just more natural for me. And then yeah, doing like DP on P2, so you would have to do like forward, down, down, forward, and then is still difficult for me. So I appreciate that it can be difficult to kind of do these. Say I'm struggling to do it. Okay, there we go. So yeah, so just to let you know that I'm not like an expert on HITBOX, I just wanted to kind of let you guys know some tips that I have for ELIZA's dive kick. As I said, I haven't seen any instant dive kick tutorials and stuff like that, and also I wanted to include my hand cam so you can see what I'm doing in real time. Like I have the overlay like above my camera, but I think it's easier for you to see what I'm doing in real time on my HITBOX, so you can see like the inputs and kind of get a feel for the timing a little bit more. So obviously the first one is, yes, it's not instant. Oh my god. Yeah, so it's not instant, but the way to do this is pressing forward. So hold forward, tap up, and then do a quarter circle back. So one application for it is like if you hit like a magic 4, you would do dash dive kick. So stuff like that. Just something simple. And then you would use it in combos such as like if you do like a regular whiff punish or like a launch, that's what you would use it for. I typically wouldn't use that instant dive kick for you know, simple combos. I think the one thing I would use it for is yeah, so I would use instant dive kicks for this, for example, for that situation to pick up. Just a simple combo. I know it's not max damage, but I'm just trying to make you aware of like certain application of the different dive kicks. I will move on to how to actually do the instant dive kick. So to do the dive kick is quite a weird input. You buffer the, well, it's not really buffering because you're pressing it like while she's in neutral. Buffering would kind of be, I guess it is buffering because like you're buffering it before she jumps. So I guess it kind of is buffering, but basically you press quarter circle back before she jumps. So you press quarter circle back, you tap up while holding back, and then you press 4. But you can't do it in you can't do instant timing, so you can't mash the input. So it's not going to work. You have to let her jump for a split second. You have to let her jump for a split second and then do dive kick, because otherwise you're going to get jump back 4 or back 4. And it's the same for like EX. It's the same method. So if you do like, you can do stuff like that. 1 second. Yeah. So and also it works with, you know, like while standing 2. Yeah. So it works with a lot of combos that you would usually do, and then obviously it works on the opposite side as well. It's like you press quarter circle back, and then you press up and wait a split second for her to jump. I would say the timing is like as soon as you see her jump, press 4. because as you can see, I'm not pressing it straight away. I'm waiting a little bit for her to jump. And also it's the same, because as you can see, I'm doing up back. But if you press quarter circle back up forward 4, you're gonna get the same result. So it works in different directions as long as you press quarter circle back first. It's gonna work. Obviously both sides as well. And one application for this would be her forward 4-2 combo. Yeah, so you could do you know, harder combos like that with instant dive kick. One thing to note as well is that if you're using Geese, the same thing applies with Geese as well. I'm gonna pick Geese as the opponent and mimic my inputs so you can see that it works with Geese. Obviously, Geese does not have an instant air dive kick, so I'm gonna have to press 2 or 1, and which ELIZA does not have an instant air fireball, but the same input applies. You have to wait for them to jump, as you can see. And then let me make Geese go into max mode. The same applies. So it's just a good way to kind of use. I don't think this is not SOCD, it's more buffering. And then obviously you have the other input which you would use for normal combos. So like that's what you would use that for. I wouldn't recommend using instant dive kicks for that combo. I would use like jump dive kicks, which you have more control over when you want to activate the dive kick. Obviously the frames are not that great. I would rather use this one. As you can see, look, if you compare the frames, so that's only +9. So you can see why someone would use instant dive kick. And it all depends on where you hit them in the toes as well. So look at that. So that's what I mean. I would usually use dive kick, instant dive kick for frames rather than control. Even though this is quite controlled if you understand the input. You can really hassle someone with that. So yeah, just a small guide. Wow, the video's in 13 minutes, but I'll edit it down to kind of, you know what I mean, get the point across quickly. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that instant dive kick with ELIZA. Peace.